While I was in San Antonio, Texas this year, I stayed at the Canopy, which is a boutique-style hotel located right on the Riverwalk. It's still under the Hilton brand though, so you can still earn Hilton points. In this video, I'll be covering all the hotel amenities in depth. If you're curious about the room that I stayed in, I did a whole separate room tour video on my channel, so you can check that out there. But let's go ahead and get started, starting out with the exterior. It's a pretty unassuming building, and when you think Canopy, you might think green, at least that's what I thought, but it's a very unassuming gray building on the corner, and you can only see Canopy from basically one side. Since it's in the heart of downtown, it may be a little bit difficult to park or be dropped off here. They do have valet parking if you do have a car, but walking inside, they only do have one entrance. Inside, it's not your typical hotel lobby. I actually didn't even know where to go to check in at first. I wasn't quite sure if that corner there was even for check-in, but it was. There's a little bit of seating scattered throughout in this area, so if you need to wait for your Uber or something like that. And there's also some refreshments during the day, which is usually coffee or tea. If it's a little bit later in the day, in the evenings, it may just be water. They even leave out some doggy trays here too. There's no hotel store, there's just some snacks behind the counter there if you really need it. So that's basically it for the first floor, and then you can take one of these dollies to take your luggage up through the elevators, which there are 3 of them. Each actually have a security camera in the corner, as you can see here, and they all require a keycard access to access the upper floors above floor 3 to the guest rooms. But there's only one elevator that has the 4th floor, which is just for the employees. I really wish they cleaned the buttons better, and even some of the buttons didn't even work on certain floors, so I think their maintenance of the elevator could have been better. Starting with the lowest floor, the Riverwalk level, you can take the elevator straight down to the Riverwalk. First, you have to cut through their Domingo restaurant, however, and they have a lot of different options for seating. They have bar seating, they have indoor seating, they have outdoor seating, and it's a really nice overall scene. And they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Since it's at the Riverwalk level, you can walk straight out onto the Riverwalk and check other things out too, or you can be coming back from the Riverwalk and enter through the hotel that way too. Moving up to the 2nd floor, these are the meeting rooms. No key card needed to access these rooms. However, they are going to be locked during the nights or the times when it's not being used. There's a bit of seating right when you get off the elevator, and then when you cross through these double doors, there's a pre-function space where they can set up tables and chairs how you like it. It's kind of a small space, so it's really not meant to hold more than, say, 10 to 15 people, honestly. They do have a little bit of a wet bar. There's drinks that you can probably part of the package deal in the refrigerator here. So that's the pre-function space. Moving along the hallway, there are men and women restrooms on the left-hand side with some bench seatings right outside of them, and across the way it is cut out to overlook the lobby level, so it gives it a little bit more of an airy feeling. Otherwise, this floor really is not particularly large. There is a single meeting room at the end of the hallway, and I would say maybe it can host up to 60, maybe 70 people max, and again, they can arrange the seating and tables how you like it with a projector screen and all that as part of a negotiated meeting package deal. They do have doors here that lead outside to the balcony that overlooks the Riverwalk, which can be a really nice way to chill or even have another pre-function or separate social hour space if you need it. Something I definitely wish they switch out is this explicit artwork that's smack down front and center in the pre-function area. Yeah, not sure whose great idea was that. But anywho, let's move up to the 3rd floor, which probably has the most amenities. So this floor has a nice open concept. I really like how it's decorated. The main space here has a lot of variety of seating, so you can use it to, chat, have some drinks, eat some stuff. Especially if you're having a group here, you can use this to eat, and they can also set up more folding tables if you need it. Over here in this section, there is the, business center. This is just one computer that you can use. I didn't use it when I was here, so I'm not sure how it works, but it looks like you do need to pay to use maybe. Around the corner towards the elevator, you can find the men and women restrooms. And then tucked away in the corner is actually the fitness center, which you would easily walk past it if you weren't really looking for it. It's open 24/7 and there's actually no key card needed to access it, which is kind of interesting. Technically, that means pretty much anybody without any keycard access can just come off the street and come and work out at this gym. Though that being said, this gym is definitely on the small side. If you haven't noticed, this whole hotel is not on a particularly wide plot of land. Close to the door, you'll find the wipes, emergency telephone, thermostat, this sort of thing. And then over here, against a wide mirror wall are some dumbbells and a TV that you can change the channel for. Weight of the dumbbells range from 5 pounds all the way up to 75 pounds each. Towels and bottled water can be found on the shelving just over here, so it's nice that you can get bottled water anytime. They also offer disposable earbuds if you want to plug into their fitness equipment. There's some plastic cups there, trash can, and soil towels bin. They do offer 2 benches that you can adjust, a few cardio equipment including 2 treadmills, an elliptical, and a Peloton bike, all of which are pretty modern. You can see that there are even options to sync to your smartwatch. Over here then you can find a balancing mat, some kettlebells ranging from 24 pounds down to 4 pounds, plus some medicine balls, yoga mats, rollers, some weight belts, and a couple of yoga balls. And then you have a pulley system that includes pull-up bars at the very top. So a pretty well-balanced gym. Despite the relatively small space, I think the high ceilings definitely help with making it feel like it's a little bit more open. And it does continue to follow the concrete jungle theme with exposed ductwork and exposed lighting. The last spot on this 3rd floor is the Outro, a 21 and up bar restaurant that's open during the day until late nights. Super scenic, love the water feature, and there's the bar front and center with a lot of seating all around. Though the seating is a little bit awkward, to be honest. The seating is really low and the seats kind of lean backwards, so not the most practical seating, but it does have a really nice refreshing view. It's, completely open to the outdoors, and you're also able to overlook the Riverwalk from here as well. The hospitality floors are located on floors 5 and above, up to 19 floors. There's really not too much else to see here. I'll be just covering what's in the hallways. But if you're curious about the room situation, you can check out my other video that I've done on my channel. Right now, I'm just peeking through some of these cabinets that are unlocked. This is probably just supposed to be used by staff to restock the rooms. But every floor will have a water filling station. If you recall from my room tour video, there's actually a glass bottle in the room, so you can come here to fill that up. Or of course, you can use it to fill up your own water bottle. And then I think maybe every other floor will have an actual ice dispenser. So not every floor will have the ice machine, despite having a sign on every floor saying ice and water. But that pretty much covers the entirety of this hotel. I think it's a pretty unique design, really subtle, kind of in the wall type hotel. It's not super large. You can't have super large conferences here. I really liked its location right on the Riverwalk. I think that the overall maintenance of the hotel definitely could be a lot better. Personally, I don't think it's really worth the extra price for this type of hotel, but if you really love the aesthetic and the design, maybe that fits your bill. But for me, I think I've stayed in nicer hotels that are cleaner, bigger, a little bit better maintained, also on the Riverwalk. You can check out my Drury Plaza Hotel tour video I've already done on my channel if you're interested in that. But if you found this video helpful, please support by just giving me a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.